Dober fantasy players. In one of the most interesting games this week, the Washington Redskins travel to Philadelphia to take on the Eagles on Monday Night Football. Let's take a look at some players for this matchup to add or leave off your Dober play cards in Week 7. Kirk Cousins has been one of the more polarizing quarterbacks in the NFL, and it's been tough to get a good read on Cousins this year. While his first two outings were dull, over the last 3 games, Cousins has averaged more than 25 Dober fantasy points per game. Expect Cousins to continue his hot streak in prime time in an early must-win matchup against an Eagles secondary that has been leaky at times this season. After being targeted 11 times in Week 1, Terrell Pryor has been targeted 5 times or fewer in every game since. With such a lack of offensive emphasis, Pryor is going to need a touchdown to get over his projected fantasy points, and we've seen nothing to give us any confidence that he'll score in this game. Leading all NFL tight ends in receptions, yards, and touchdowns, Zach Ertz has been on fire. He leads the Eagles in targets and has scored more than 11 Dober fantasy points in all 6 of the Eagles' games this season. The Redskins have yielded an average of 13.86 Dober fantasy points per game to tight ends so far, and Ertz put up 13.3 Dober fantasy points against this team in Week 1. We're very confident targeting Ertz on Dober play cards this week. More than 36% of Nelson Agholor's fantasy production so far has come on touchdowns, and he scored 4 times on just 20 receptions. A rate like that is certainly not sustainable in the long term, especially given that a couple of those plays have come on blown coverages. A touchdown regression is coming for Agholor, and it could begin this week in Week 7.